Hey, good afternoon, Tezos fans. It's Mac from Cryptstar, your favorite Tezos bakery. Today, I want to go ahead and touch on the really hot topic of what is WTZ and what is CTEZ. Now, just to be clear, neither token is better than the other. Both tokens have their pluses and their minuses, and I'm just here to show you the differences so that you can make a decision about which one you want to choose or which platform you want to use which one on. Now, if you like this channel and you want to hear more about great Tezos news, please be sure to subscribe and hit the notifications bell below. Also, follow me on Twitter if you want to get some other updates on the new NFT drops and giveaways. So, without more to do, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and get started. First, I want to go ahead and talk about what is WTZ and what is CTEZ. And to understand exactly what those are, you need to understand exactly what wrapping is. So basically what they both do, CTEZ and WTZ do, is they wrap your Tezos in a vault, a smart contract vault. In both cases, you can earn the baking rewards without actually having to have the Tezos in a liquidity pool or anything like that. You can just keep it in the vault and then that earns your rewards. So you don't have to go ahead and claim anything from the AMMs to get the baking rewards. The biggest difference between the two protocols is that you have shared vaults with WTZ and you have your own personal vaults with CTEZ. And let's go ahead and dive a little bit deeper into what this means. I want to talk about some advantages in wrapping. So the whole point behind having these vaults for both CTEZ and WTZ is you can actually pay out the WTZ via liquidity pool farming, and you cannot pay that out via XTZ. Now, as of right now, CTEZ hasn't taken advantage of this, but as you can see on the Crunchy farms, there are various Crunchy farms where you can actually earn WTZ and then just go ahead and unwrap it and then claim the Tezos afterwards. So basically what happened was Crunchy, Captain, went ahead and he wrapped whatever 10,000 Tezos or whatever it was. He wrapped that and then he went ahead and put the WTZ as the prize, and then people can claim that and swap it for Tezos. So that's just one extra utility you have for WTZ or CTEZ. Now, it's also easier for devs to maintain contracts. Tezos itself is limited in what it can do. However, the CTEZ and WTZ are only limited by what the FA2 token contract can do. This is very similar to Ethereum and Wrapped Ethereum versus Ethereum. A lot of people prefer to use Wrapped Ethereum because A, the gas is cheaper, and B, there's more things you can do with Wrapped Ethereum on DeFi. Okay. Now, there are also routing contracts that are available for the FA2 tokens that are not available with Tezos. Tezos has a very defined set of things that you can do with it. Now, gas fees are also cheaper. However, with Tezos, since gas fees are already extremely cheap, this isn't a big deal. However, this is a huge deal with Ethereum when using Wrapped Ethereum, just for your information. Now let's get on to the differences between CTEZ and WTZ. With CTEZ, you have the end user, right? So the end user, they go ahead and they have their personal vault. They can have many personal vaults, and then they go ahead and delegate those vaults to a baker. Then the baker gets the rewards back to those vaults. Now, one thing to note about this is, which means you're going to have to report that on your tax returns. Each time you go ahead and get a baking reward, that's actually a taxable event because you're getting paid by the bakery. So with WTZ, you can actually claim all that at once, and it's just one big taxable event. So that's one advantage to WTZ over CTEZ. With WTZ, you have the end user. You have a shared pooled vault, okay? Then we have Crunchy DAO, which is going to be, well, we're thinking right now, Crunchy DAO is going to be used to choose different bakers. So as of right now, Cryptstar is one of the 4 bakers, and there are several other bakers, so that each baker is required to go ahead and maintain enough space in their bakery in order to support paying out payments to this contract. Basically, it's just a pooled set of bakers. Those pay out to the pooled set of XTZ, and you get the WTZ, which is always exchangeable in this pool. It's basically an unlimited pool because for every 1 TZ, there will always be 1 WTZ. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions regarding this, please feel free to reach out to me on Twitter, or you can come to my weekly AMAs. I don't think I'm going to do one this week, but I'm going to do one next week for sure. So please be sure to join and ask any questions there. Alright, so now I'm going to go on to the pros and cons of each. CTEZ. This was actually created by Arthur, and then it was implemented by Plenty and BenderLabs. So basically the pros about this one is there's a lot more user choice available. You can choose the end baker, and you have a personalized vault. There are some cons as well. You are limited by the liquidity. If you just want to buy the Wrapped Tezos and you don't want to have a vault, you're limited by the liquidity in the Plenty and BenderLabs pools. I don't know if BenderLabs has a pool, actually. I have to check on that. But if they do, then you can head over to the BenderLabs site, and I'll cover that in a different episode. So there's plenty potential slippage if you want to do a large amount of XTZ and you don't want to start your own vault. However, with a WTZ, it's unlimited. You can basically just swap WTZ for XTZ at any time because it's a shared vault. Also, CTEZ is a FA 1.2 standard. Now, this is from my understanding. I haven't actually, I've reached out to Arthur and I'm not quite sure. So this might change. I'll go ahead and post a comment or in the description. So just double check this fact. I'm just saying for right now, I'm pretty sure it's FA 1.2 standard, which means basically if you want to do a bulk payment to multiple people at once, you're not able to do that with FA 1.2. And you can only do that with FA 2.0, which WTZ is FA 2.0, which actually I didn't put in the pros section. So anyways, let's go ahead and head over to WTZ. With WTZ, there's unlimited liquidity and no slippage. There's an easier tax burden, so basically you can, it only has one taxable event, and that's when you go from WTZ back to Tezos and you claim the rewards, and if you have a greater amount of rewards than you had WTZ, then you get taxed on that. Okay, the cons of this is it's not an individual vault, so you can't choose your own bakery, and you can't open multiple vaults to do multiple bakeries. You basically swap your Tezos for the WTZ, and that gets automatically delegated to one of the 4 DAO chosen bakeries. Okay? Alright guys, so I went ahead and I touched on the basics of CTEZ versus WTZ. There's still a few more complicated aspects of WTZ especially that honestly I need to get more information about, but the basics are covered in this video and I hope that helped you make a decision. Go ahead and head over to the CTEZ website, check it out. You can open multiple ovens for yourself. Apparently you can delegate other people to be able to deposit and stuff like that in your ovens. So please stay tuned for a new video and I will go ahead and explain exactly how to use the CTEZ vaults and WTZ. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.
Bro, we need to pump it. Everybody go to the Twitter and hashtag the things, pump it. You know, pump it real good. We need a good pump. Everybody deserves a nice Tezos pump.